impressive. And there's your champion, Tony Finau, with a birdie on the third extra hole to win the Puerto Rico Open.
Cocoa Beach Country Club in Puerto Rico will always have a special place in the memory of Tony Finau. This is where the 31-year-old captured his first PGA Tour career win back in 2016 by defeating fellow American Steve Marino in a playoff. At 6'4" and 200 pounds, Finau was a standout basketball player at West High in Salt Lake City. He had scholarship offers in basketball from Utah, but turned them down to pursue golf, turning pro at the age of 17.
I played basketball before I played golf and fell in love with playing basketball, but you know, I learned to love golf, and the passion I had for golf was a lot higher by the time I was in my teen years, and then I was just a lot better at it. I was winning, you know, golf tournaments, and that's always exciting for a kid. So I knew I was going to pursue golf. Once again, about 12, 13 years old, I knew I was going to pursue golf. It was cool to get scholarships to play basketball, but I knew that's not what I wanted to do with my life, and so I continued to pursue golf, and you know, I think I chose the right sport.
Tony Finau is known as one of the tour's nicest guys, stemming from what he describes as humble beginnings.
I'm the third of 9 children, so my parents had quite a big family to feed and take care of. So, you know, as you would expect, you know, it came from a, you know, staying in the same room with my brothers. We was 5 of us in one room, and just that's all I knew, you know, growing up. But very humble beginnings, and didn't have the real finance to support a golf career. But, you know, we grew up pretty close to a little par 3 golf course in Salt Lake City, and my brother started to play and be interested in golf at a really young age, and we're only 11 months apart, so we're really close in age. So I figured, you know, why don't I should give it a try as well. You know, he was getting quite good pretty early and pretty fast, and so I started to play, and my dad taught us how to play from nothing. You know, he didn't know how to play, so I like saying we learned how to play golf from scratch. But you know, that's how it was. I competed with my brother, and I don't know if we knew if we were any good, but we were winning local tournaments in Utah, and then when I was 12 years old, it was quite cool. I won a tournament called Junior World, which is a tournament that Tiger Woods won, and Phil Mickelson, and a lot of these guys that I was watching on TV at the time. I had seen my name on the same trophy as theirs, and I figured if they could do it, you know, why can't I? So that's kind of when everything changed for me. I was at 12 years old.
In fact, 15-time major champion Tiger Woods is the reason Finau started playing golf.
I've been pretty fortunate and blessed to be a part of some pretty cool moments up to this point in my career. I would say one of the cooler moments was the President's Cup in 2019, and getting a Tiger, the captain, that I had made the team. I think that was, you know, Tiger Woods is my childhood hero and my golfing idol, and you know, a big part of the reason I think I got attracted to play the game was not only my brother, but seeing Tiger win the 1997 Masters. So I got a phone call from him that he wanted me to be on his Ryder Cup, or his President's Cup team in 2019, and it was a great moment for me. And I was able to play nicely throughout that President's Cup and help bring, you know, the cup back home to the U.S. So I would say that's probably one of my more memorable moments and cool moments of my career.
But here it is. The return to glory.
The emotion pouring through after winning his 5th green jacket.
One of the cool moments as well, I'm sure, was the 2019 Masters. We played in the final group with Francesco Molinari and Tiger Woods. Can you describe those final 18 holes for us and the hysteria that you witnessed?
Yeah, it was quite something to be a part of. You know, I don't think I'll ever be a part of something like that again, as far as the amount of people and just the excitement around that round. We all knew, I think, the magnitude of what we were involved in, with, you know, Tiger being in contention to win a major championship after, you know, 11 years. But you know, it was quite a cool moment. I got to the first tee and I recognized and felt like I belonged there, which was a cool part for me. Played my way into that position, and I was trying to, win a golf tournament. So I don't think I really understood the full magnitude until, even now, until now, sometimes even months later, I didn't really understand what I was a part of. But finally, when I knew I was at 18th hole, walking up the green, watching Tiger come up and knowing that he was going to win, I was able to put on my fan hat and know that that was a cool moment to be a part of. So many people around that green and things. For me, sometimes it's still a little bittersweet because I did have a great chance to win a green jacket and win the Masters. But when you look back on it, it was the best thing for our game was Tiger winning, and it was really cool to see, that moment up close and kind of be the first one to congratulate him on winning another green jacket.
Finau has ranked as high as number 9 in the world and has 8 top 10 finishes in the majors. But the pressure continues to mount on his shoulders. His triumph in the Puerto Rico Open remains his one and only victory. The powerful hitter, however, has learned from the past that he has to keep believing.
Through those 6 years on the mini tours, I really had to dig deep and keep trying to keep myself afloat and keep believing in myself, that I can make something out of myself and my career in golf. I had turned pro at a young age, and I had a lot of people tell us the wrong thing at the time. I would never make it, and maybe find something else to do. As years went on, but you have to keep believing in yourself, and I had a great support system. I had parents that believed in me, and a lot of people that told me to keep doing it, and I believed that I would eventually be somebody. So I don't think I ever shied away from golf, but I definitely had to dig deep within myself and keep believing that eventually this golf thing was going to work out for me. And it was extremely tough during those times, finance-wise and game-wise, but I was able to break through eventually, and here I am today. My game has evolved quite a bit, and I like to look at myself as just a well-rounded golfer, and that's come with a lot of hard work, learning a lot about myself and my skill sets, and then being humble enough, I think, to work on the parts of my game that aren't as good. So I think I'll always be known as someone that hits it far and a bomber, because that's just who I am. But I feel like I'm an overall player now, and that's exciting for me moving forward in my career.
Good to hear, Tony. Really good. Now, can you tell us a little bit more about the Aon Risk Reward Challenge and how this unique season-long competition keeps you and fellow golfers on their toes throughout the year? Yeah,
I'm a proud Aon ambassador, and it's a really cool deal, where they pick a hole every week, and a risk reward hole, and so they pick a hole throughout a golf tournament that where you can add your score up, and if you have the lowest score on that specific hole, you win the Aon Reward Challenge for that week, and it's a year-long competition. So it's kind of cool, it's a tournament outside of a tournament, and so a lot of times, you may not win the golf tournament, but you have an opportunity to win the Aon Risk Reward Challenge and put yourself up there throughout a year-long challenge. The prize is great. It's $1 million at the end of the year, so there's always something on the line for us, and it keeps it interesting.
And it's equal prize money as well for the winners of the competition, for the men on the PGA Tour and the women on the LPGA Tour. What does that mean for the players?
I think it's just great for sports. I think it's a cool thing that Aon's doing and stepping up in that type of manner, and I think just leading the way in the world of sports. I think we all know and understand the magnitude of what it means, equal pay, and so for them to step up in that type of way, I think is very important for sports, and I'm glad that they're doing it in the game of golf.